Welcome back to the Advocate Voice Podcast Weekly Briefing, where real issues meet real change. I'm Josh.
And I'm Jules. We're so glad you're here with us today. In each episode, we dive deep into the stories, struggles, and triumphs of advocacy. And today, we're exploring a fascinating concept that's as old as time, but still seems like a new idea every time I hear it: metabolic therapy.
Here's something that blew my mind. Over 300 million people worldwide are affected by rare diseases, but most of them can't access effective treatments. Yet there's this ancient wisdom from Hippocrates about food being medicine that's actually revolutionizing how we approach these conditions.
That's fascinating because most people probably think of rare disease treatment as being all about pharmaceutical interventions. How did we start seeing nutrition playing such a crucial role?
Well, it really started becoming clear when we began looking at cases like this teenager with Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. Traditional medications weren't touching their daily symptoms, but when they discovered specific nutrient deficiencies and addressed them, their pain flares were cut in half within 6 months.
Hmm. So it's not just about eating healthy in general. There must be some pretty precise science behind these protocols.
Exactly right. Take phenylketonuria, for example. These patients literally can't break down certain amino acids, so they need incredibly specific low-protein diets combined with medical formulas. It's like precision engineering, but with food.
You know what really gets me thinking? What other conditions have seen dramatic improvements through nutritional intervention?
Oh man, there's this amazing case of a 5-year-old with GLUT1 deficiency syndrome. She was having frequent seizures that medications barely touched. But when they switched her to a ketogenic diet, high fat, low carbs, her seizures reduced by 70% within weeks.
That's incredible. So they basically changed her brain's fuel source from glucose to ketones?
Exactly. And here's what's wild. She went from struggling to complete sentences to having normal conversations. Her teachers even reported better focus in class. But implementing these protocols isn't simple. It requires incredibly precise planning and monitoring.
So, how do families actually manage to implement something this complex?
Well, that's where some really exciting developments are happening. They're starting to use AI to help design meal plans. And some patients are using continuous glucose monitors to track how different foods affect their energy levels. It's like having a personal nutrition scientist in your pocket.
The technology aspect sounds promising, but what about families who might not have access to all these resources?
That's actually one of the biggest challenges right now. Many families have to pay out of pocket for specialized formulas and consultations, but there's this growing movement to make medical nutrition therapy more accessible. Some advocacy groups are making real progress in getting these treatments recognized as essential medical interventions.
Looking at where we are now, what do you see as the future of this field?
The future is looking pretty exciting, honestly. There's groundbreaking research happening in nutrigenomics, understanding how genes interact with nutrients. They're running clinical trials on ketogenic therapy for epilepsy, low oxalate diets in autism, and vitamin cofactor therapy in mitochondrial diseases.
So, we're really moving toward a more integrated approach to treatment?
Absolutely right. And that's what makes this so powerful. We're not just managing symptoms anymore. We're supporting the body's own healing mechanisms through precise nutritional intervention. It's like we're finally understanding what Hippocrates meant about food being medicine, but with modern science to back it up.
And it seems like this could really change the game for families dealing with rare diseases who might have felt like they were running out of options.
You know what? That's exactly it. While we still have work to do in terms of research and accessibility, we're finally giving people more tools and more control over their health journey. And sometimes that hope is just as important as the treatment itself. If you're walking the rare disease path right now, I want you to hear this. You are not powerless. Your plate holds more potential than you've been told, and you don't have to do it alone.
If today's episode sparked something in you, please share it with someone who needs this message. Subscribe for more conversations like this, and hey, reach out. We'd love to hear your story or answer your questions. Until next time, take care, stay curious, and remember, food is medicine.